remove me from that before I could even, it could even sting me.
So yeah.
So if it's not healthy, it's not healthy.
Right.
Yeah. But, needless to say, it's interesting though, how people kind of like from broken homes or divorces, how that shapes like their future relationships and things.
Yeah, it really does.
But I'll say another thing too. Just like forgiving your parents, getting to know your parents if you didn't know them, loving your parents. I mean, I think it makes all the difference because, my dad passed away when I was 20 and my brother was 25.
Wow.
So it's pretty young. But me and my father got a chance to hash it out.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I forgave him. You know what I mean? And I look back and I just thank my younger self, like looking back now, because like I'm not angry, I'm not hurt. Of course I lost my father, so I'm hurt about not having him physically.
Right.
But that's about it. Like I don't have an issue with him.
That's good.
Because I had closure.
Yeah.
So, but I see a lot of my friends who like, man, F my dad or whatever, you know what I mean? It's in a bad place.
It's important, especially like, you always have a relationship with your parents, and then when they get a divorce, you learn to have a relationship with your mom and then a relationship with your dad. And it's a whole different outlook and it's a whole different feeling, but it's actually kind of special too, because you kind of get to learn more about them.
Right.
So it's odd, but it's nice.
And it'll always revisit.
Yeah.
Because it's a forever connection.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. So let's talk about kids for a minute, man. I think the term baby mama, term baby mama is probably just as common as like the term Wawa or 7-Eleven. You know what I mean?
Or Jones.
Or Jones, in Philly. So I know I got some stuff to say about baby mamas, baby daddies. We all know how messy it has gotten, how it can get, or how responsible it can become, and how you have parents, co-parenting and handling it. So let's just talk about everything, like the bad, the good, the ugly.
My ideal situation is, the ideal was for my wife to not have any children and us to go through all that together. But, that was how I view things younger. And as I grow up, I'm like, maybe I will be feeling somebody that have a child already. I'm open to that. When I was younger, I wasn't. Mm-hmm. But, it's just a reality. I prefer to just have children when I get married. I don't want to do it before I get married. I think from a man perspective, it's more of I'm dedicated to you. I'm going to marry you first, and then I'm going to have children. I feel like a lot of men aren't dedicated to big women. You can have a child, but can you say you want to take this girl off the market and be with her and then have a child with her? I don't think a lot of guys think like that. They just want the whole kit and caboodle without any commitment. And if I was a woman, I'd be like, you're not having no children with me unless you marry me. That'd be the first stipulation. We get married first, and then I think the clowns will run away from that.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't have said no better, bro. Like, my little cousin is having a trunk party. She's going away to Hampton University in September, and her and I are gonna have this conversation, and it's gonna be like, you're gonna be up there for 4 years, no babies, and if you get into a relationship, you're not having this child until he's committed to you. I don't care if it's in the form of whatever, but he's got to be committed to you. And women really set that first precedent. If a guy doesn't even know himself already, but women, y'all set that already for us. And then, like you said, it's either us, we can step up to the plate, or we could just run away. So you could have said it no better. For me too, my ideal situation is somebody that is like me with no children, but like you said, you do run into impeccable women who might have a child, something from another relationship. But all I control is myself, and like same as you are, mine. Like I'm going to commit myself to that person who I want to marry, and then I can just control it from there on in. Regardless of what she has or had before me.
Right.
I think I agree with that too. I think when I was younger, I was more open-minded about if I did meet someone with kids, that it would be okay with me. And now that I know who I'm going to ask to marry me, I already know that would have been a bad decision. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Armand, can you hear Rob? Armand, can you hear Rob good? All right, he's not even on here.
Oh, okay.
All right, it's all good. Keep going.
But yeah, I'm happy that I didn't, and I'm happy that I'm in the same situation that you are in, where you can end up with someone that doesn't already have kids. You can go through that together.
Yeah.
And maybe it's selfish. Maybe it's not selfish. To me, it doesn't seem selfish.
Please leave your message for.
I just couldn't take on that burden. As much as it's a gift, it's a burden. When it's not your own child, but you're raising it as your own. I mean, there's a lot of people that do it,
right,
and praise to them, because that's gotta be hard. But I personally couldn't do it.
Yeah, and I think too, like when you're in a situation where somebody has a child, like you really gotta love that child.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like that kid, it's not gonna work.
And if that kid doesn't like
pick
you,
and choose.
it's not gonna work.
No.
Like you could love the child, but when they act up, if you don't want to deal with them, then you're not being their parent.
Exactly.
So you can't pick and choose when you want to mess with their kid. Like you can't be the cool stepdad when they're acting normal and nice, but when they act up, just be the guy who just disappears.
Right.
Because then you're not their dad.
You're not their
You're
dad.
just the dude that's hanging out with their mom.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're always, whether their father's there or not, they're always gonna like it. But they get older, they're always gonna yearn for their natural father at some point.
Right.
I think we all as humans do.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, it kind of can be a selfish kind of concept. But I'll tell you that, man. I'll tell you this is a heck of a lot less messy. If you do go that route, you know.
Less messy.
Less messy. Yeah.
Definitely.
I think Armand got cut off on us, guys, but we'll carry on the conversation. So, Kelsey, what about you? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I personally could not date somebody that has children. It's just awkward, I think.
Said that quickly.
Yeah, that was like affirmative.
When I met her, it was like she asked me, "You want kids, do you?"
That was the first thing I asked.
And I actually said yes.
Yeah. So
Please leave your message for.
He was joking. He was like, "Yeah, I did," and I was like, "All right, never speaking to this guy ever again." And then he was like, "I'm kidding. I really don't." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We're cool."
Oh, he said he had like a whole bunch.
Well, he said, I don't even know what he said.
I
He
came
was
up
like,
with some story like, "Well, back in the day, I got some girl in Florida pregnant." And
yeah, something
don't
ridiculous.
talk about it.
I'm just like, oh my god. I was like, not only does he have children, but he's a deadbeat. I'm like, no, like it's not gonna work.
I don't even know his name.
Right.
Pedro.
But yeah, no, I mean, and I respect people that do that. I know so many people that do that, and I mean, good for them, and I'm happy for them. But I couldn't do it. I mean, I have enough anxiety as it is, let alone being with somebody and worrying about their children, worrying about their children's mom. Like, how are they feeling? What are they telling their kid about me? Like, if I look at the kid the wrong way, is the kid gonna go back and tell his mom? Like, it's just, maybe I watch too much TV. Maybe it's really not that bad, but I don't know. I just feel like when you're married to a man that has children, you really have to take a lot into consideration.
Well, I think too, like even deeper, like than the kid, it's like from my friends who have children, just people who are co-parenting. It's like the adults. It's not even the kid. It's the other.
Right.
It's the baby mom or the baby father, and it's like they're mad because. Okay, she found somebody, or he found somebody,
exactly.
And they're like the odd man out, and who's there around my kid, or who's she around my kid, like, and it's like,
exactly.
Listen, we're just doing this for the child, like,
yep.
And I want no parts of that, I ain't trying to sign up for that.
Yeah, no baby mom drama.
The drama got to go. So we'll stick around for a second, man. Hopefully Armand will check back in with us, but yeah, so. Did we touch on like out of wedlock relationships? We kind of did.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
We kind of danced around it. All these topics are like compiled into one.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you could go on a tangent and just run all the way through all that stuff.
Yeah. So
like the way girls dress to how they get courted to quick marriages, divorces.
Baby
It
mama.
all goes together. You
Yeah.
know? It's all
Yeah.
it all rolls into one story.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just like freestyle this last segment of it, and you know whatever you guys feel like you want to say, we'll put it out there. You know.
I mean, I might come across as, babe, what's the word? When someone hates on women.
Feminist? I mean, no, I'm sorry. That's the opposite. Womanizer.
Yeah. Like, I don't think of myself as a womanizer because I don't think that women pay enough attention to realize that they're not choosing to be a certain way. It's just the way that things are shown to them on TV. Just like how when you look at a magazine and the woman on the cover is flawless in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you watch movies, how every lead role is, a beautiful woman or something. When you watch commercials for clothing, look at the women that are into commercials. Look at the clothing that they're promoting. It's all about sex selling. And if you can get women to sell sex, men are gonna buy.
Mm-hmm.
And women will wear and do whatever they see on TV, and men will go after them. But the women don't realize like men are gonna go after you because that's what they're supposed to do anyway.
Right.
So you're bringing it on yourself when you wear things that don't make you look classy, when you don't come across better than a hoe or something. If you look a certain way, men are going to approach you and think about you the way that you look. People will always say that they don't judge, but that's a lie.
They do.
You judge every day.
Yeah.
Every time you meet somebody, you're judging them.
Right.
Before you even
It's
shake hands.
It's
unconsciously, you're already doing it. So, I think a lot of women don't realize it, but when they're taking their selfies and they're doing it from all these amazing angles and they're posting it like thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures, and all you get is an instant gratification, and then you're on to posting a picture that looks just like that picture that you posted 5 minutes ago, just redundant, just for gratification. You can't beg for guys to treat you better when you're not showing that you should be treated better.
I agree, because like if I took my shirt off and I just took a picture right now and I had like 50 comments, and then I can't play both sides and say, oh no, I don't really want that attention, I didn't really do it for that.
Right.
Like, come on, like, so
Right.
I think with women it's the same thing. It's like when they
A lot of them do that.
A lot of them do that.
They say it's not about this, it's something else. It's something spiritual, or they're fitness instructors, or I'm just a healthy trainer. But why is every picture that picture? Why is there no normal stuff here?
Right.
Right.
And I think also the problem is maybe that these women are taking all these different types of pictures, and we have a lot of makeup. We have so many different kinds of makeup. There's baking, there's contouring, there's so many different types of ways to make you look different than what you really look like. So you have all
Baking.
these pictures.
What's baking?
It's just putting
Tons of
crap load of
layers.
makeup and like layers
Foundation
on.
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of foundation. And contouring is making certain areas of your face look better than other areas, and really sculpting it, getting that Kim Kardashian look with the high cheekbones and the skinny nose and stuff like that. So many women are so good at that. So it's like when it's time to go to bed and wash your face and you take all of that off, it's like, whoa. Like, I've even seen people that I know take off their makeup, and I was scared. So I could only imagine what the man would feel like. You know what I mean? It's like,
I dated a girl once, and she told me this. She said, my husband, if we get married, will never see my natural hair, and you'll never see me without makeup.
it's crazy.
I was like, well,
You're gonna not be married.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
we don't
I
got.
already see her without makeup.
Ah!
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's really not
But
like
how's
that.
it- how
You
is
love
that
deeper
possible?
than
Yeah, come
the
on, man.
look.
Come
You
on,
love
man.
deeper than
But that's
the
the
look.
thing, like, if you're so self-conscious that you can't take your makeup off, before you go to bed with a man,
That's sad.
how are you going to marry them? You know what I mean? Like, when you have kids, the last thing you're
Come
thinking
on.
about is putting makeup on.
Right.
And it's like, if you need to
You
do
cooking,
that
you
for
be
the rest of
cleaning
your life.
diapers.
Yeah.
And that's like a very small issue if you're getting married.
Right.
Like, there's a lot. If you have problems with that, there's a lot of other things that are going to be bigger problems if you can't overcome something like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying overall, just like kind of setting it, right in the beginning. It's like, I like to wear makeup, but then it's like, if you can never take it off, then when do you ever take it off? And then if you do take it off and that man is no longer